So, hi, my name is Shiv I'm the founding owner of Emprox. Emprox is an esports organization that is currently based around Oceania. We play in games such as League of Legends, Rocket League, PUBG, and Heroes of the Storm. So we're currently at the FBI Gaming Center here in Sydney. This is the first time I've actually been here, and this was going to be the place that we're based out of in Oceania. This is where our office space / training area is going to be. Our teams are going to have the exclusive opportunity to play right here within FBI Gaming Sydney. So overall, I think this is an amazing opportunity for us. Our newly established partnership with FBI Gaming means that we actually now get to have an office space here in this particular center in Sydney. I reckon this would be amazing for our players, or for our future players, I should say. We get an office space and a training area that players can train out of. It's definitely moving us to a much greater direction, and I can't express how excited I am for this opportunity. So Emprox, like any other esports organization, we're currently chasing the esports dream. At the current point in time, we're going through an overall recruitment process for our League of Legends and Counter-Strike team. We do think of Emprox as a family. I do have a lot of staff here that have been with me back from our Lynx days. This is back early in 2016. So Lynx was back when we were establishing. So Lynx was just a team brand before Emprox came about. Emprox came about at the end of the 2017 year, and that's when we kind of moved from the whole team brand to an organization overall, and then here we are. So last season, Emprox ended up finishing 5th overall after playoffs. We had a pretty amazing regular season. We took down some of the bigger teams, and obviously we had some upsets that we weren't quite expecting. Overall, our team finished 3rd. We ended up playing our seeding match, and we ended up losing to Mammoth Academy, which evidently meant that we finished 5th overall for seeding. In playoffs, we lost to Dire Cubs, which was a pretty heartfelt loss because Dire Cubs and Emprox, we did train quite a fair bit against each other throughout the regular season, and so losing to them felt a little tough. So overall, after the season had concluded, we learned that because this was a completely new format that we had to deal with, a lot of factors which we didn't take into account first, were now something that we reckon we should have taken into account. Obviously, burnout being the biggest factor. We probably should have looked at our players' mental and physical health a little bit more. We believe that if we had done this a little bit more, we probably could have caught a lot of issues that we were having a little bit earlier, and obviously we may have had some solutions that we could put into place. If I had to go back and do something different, or if I had to go back and do it differently, I think at this stage we would. I think a lot of the time a good balance is probably what we lacked, and I think because the pressure of being the team that plays for that promotion slot, and obviously not an academy team, it just kind of got to our players overall. So yeah, so if I did have to go back, I'd probably change a lot of things and the way we approached it, and I think this time around we probably would have understood what we needed to do in order to ensure that our players were in the right mindset when we did play that regular season. So essentially what we would be doing this time around is ensuring that we pace our players. It was pretty prominent that pacing was a key thing. Obviously, our overall coaching structure and our player management may need to also increase. We also think that for the next season that's going to come across, we're going to promote a little bit more discipline amongst our players. We want to ensure that every player's time is treated valuably, and so that when people are training, everything's done accordingly and there's no time being wasted overall, which is something that we've learned from the regular season, and obviously with every esports team that we do pick up. Esports is still a growing scene in Oceania, and I feel like because this scene is going from an adolescent phase to an adult phase, there's a lot of things and a lot of structure we need to put in place in order for it to be fairly successful. So yeah, so going forward, probably those are the things that we're going to change. So overall morals are going to change. overall kind of ideology behind our players and teams is going to change, and what we end up doing for the next 2019 season is obviously going to change. So Emprox's current future looks definitely bright. Currently we are chasing the esports dream just as any other organization at this current point in time. We currently feel that Emprox is much more of a family more than anything. I've had staff that have been working with me for a year or two now. They started back in, I think when we were back in our Lynx days. We had a couple of people come through and they've just stuck with me till now. We do definitely have a lot of newcomers coming in and they've been exceptional. As for the overall dream for Emprox, we're looking to establish ourselves within the scene. Currently we're going through an overall recruitment process for our League of Legends squad, and we're also going through a recruitment sector for our CSGO squad. And yeah, so 2019 is going to be an exciting time for us.